They buried their dead Nazi. Hopefully we don't ever have to talk about him again now, unless somebody brings him up. It was a very hilarious ceremony. Very, very happy that they got to do it. Very sad they missed their opportunity to, bring AI into it and puppet around their dead body. I mean, they could have made Charlie Kirk into their literal Christ figure. Oh, in other crazy news today, thanks to Hassanverse, it is the Hassanverse, I'm newly subscribed now, from a day ago, Hassan Abi reacts, Rapture clickbait is exploding on TikTok. I am not on TikTok, y'all, so most of what I learned secondhand. Y'all, they think the Rapture's happening again. Y'all, I've been around long enough. I've seen 3 of their little Raptures. I mean, I've heard about 6 of them, but I've seen 3 personally. Any Christians thinking you're about to be raptured, my link is down below. I promise, like a good Ferengi, I will use your profits accordingly. Please, feel free to toss them down below. Also, if you give me, your information down there, I'll try my best to make sure to hold on to it for you, so when your, crazy fantasy falls through, you're not completely broke. Also, I'll put a good portion of it to actually fixing the world that y'all are fucking running from for whatever reason. Because, y'all, here's the thing, and I don't be mean to the religious folks in your life. This is just desperation on their part. But, one, it speaks to how bad the times are that people are thinking that Christ is coming back. 2, y'all, it really is a signifier that they're not okay. And I don't mean to be mean about it, but it's a signifier to the type of person you are if you're looking forward to getting raptured rather than fixing the world that you broke. Because, just saying, most of these folks that I'm watching going, woohoo, rapture time, it's not the Zoomers. It's not not a lot of my fellow millennials. It's mostly the older folks. Y'all, we don't get to run away from what we've done to the planet. I mean, there's no rapture coming on the 27th. Just making it now. I could be wrong. It'd be neat if I was wrong. That'd be something cool to report on. But not coming, y'all. I'm afraid Christian talk is, once again, for, what is it now, 100? Outside of that, and more pressingly to what's actually going on, that's just what Hassan's talking about in the background, and I'll be reacting to a little bit. When we do Skyrim here after just a minute, once I get the house cleaned up, I'm waiting for the sun to come up because as I practiced a run yesterday, Alice does not like me doing any workouts. Her idea of me working out is us playing. So, we're gonna play the Skyrim. I've got my notes written down for the workouts and what each thing does. We'll go over it and I'll try to throw something up into chat, or hopefully if Goku's here by then he'll throw it up in chat so y'all know. And we're basically, there's a little grid. It comes from Reddit. I've had it for ages. I just never had the opportunity to put it to use because I never had the camera. And it's a little grid, much like a drinking game. Every time you do something in the game, it corresponds to a workout thing. So, writing it down. Let me grab my tiny light here, because, again, this is the other reason that I'm not doing it inside, is my little theater setup here makes it to where I can't really videotape and play games. But I wrote it down. That way it would be easy to see. And it's... Okay, here we are. Kill a dragon, 20 push-ups. Use fast travel, 10 squats. That's per time I do it. Spotted a dragon, 20 sit-ups. That's something for y'all in the audience to enjoy doing. New location, 10 plank knee touches. If you don't know what that is, you're going to get to see. It's basically you plank out and then you bring your knees up to where you're in a push-up position at. But I'll have to do 10 of those for every new location. Being that we're starting a new game, that's going to be fun. Learn a new shout, 10 plank shoulder touches. Again, I'll show y'all what I mean by that, if you don't already know. The shouts in the game are fairly obvious, I feel, and since I shout hunt, that'll be fun. A new worshipper met. Basically meeting the Greybeards in person, dealing with the whatever the false dragon priests calling themselves when I meet one of them. 20 jumping jacks. Level up. 40 punches. I'm still trying to figure out how to do that, because anytime I practice combat without a, fun partner to play with, that feels weird. But we'll try it still. And every time I row die, I have to do 20 climbers. Oh, and every time I die, 20 lunges. Now, the climbers, basically, from what I understand that is you get into the push-up position, and you bring your knees up to your chest as if you're climbing, but you're on the ground. Either way, it's going to be fun. We're going to try to have fun with it despite the problems. And of course, when I do that, we play the SKYRIM. However long we're going to play, I'm probably going to go for a while on it because I'm pretty good at that game. We'll read some books, collect some stuff, and I'll be taking tally marks as I row die, travel, learn things, and kill shit. And then at the end of it, we will do a live stream that I will hopefully be able to label as the live stream and just call it Penance. And then that'll be the workout for it. The main reason I'm making this, even without an audience here at the moment, is both for me to reference as well as for y'all in the future reference if somebody pops up on my video and be like, the hell's he doing? I'll also try, if I can get a playlist together, as I'm sure there's a playlist out there, to get a playlist of like all Skyrim style songs, copyright free maybe. Something that I can be playing in the background, because y'all, this is going to be, it sounds easy. It's going to be a fun and challenging workout, I feel. But that way, that way y'all get what y'all want, I get what I want, and if Goku shows up in time to play with us while we're doing that, we'll go ahead and get him added on Discord. Also, anyone in the audience as we do this who wants to get added on Discord, give me a shout out, we'll put you on the list, and when we do the penance round of, I'm not sure what we'll call it, maybe Skyrim penance, Dragonborn training, but we'll find something fun and kitschy to call it. But once we get started on that, anything y'all want to do, like personally, building the Discord server, volunteer stuff that I can do. Now remember, volunteer stuff that I can do. Doing what I can. Right now I still pick up litter, I still collect edible food seeds from around me plants-wise and scatter them. I'm still doing what I can to help, it's just I don't have the wide variety of disposable food that I had before. There's not a whole lot of food waste going out in the house, if you know what I mean. Most of my food, when I'm done with it, if I don't eat it, goes to the animals around me. Which is mildly sad, I'll admit that. But, you know what, still plenty of fish in the sea, still job hunting, but, gotta find a way to fill the time. Why not fill the time and actually be a benefit to the community around me, rather than doing nothing with it? But we'll do more of that on the penance run of not on Minecraft. We'll do more of that on the penance run of the Skyrim. And like I said, by all means, don't be rude about it. I'm still new to the working out with an audience thing, so any constructive criticism I'm happy to get. If you're going to tell me to, go self-whatever, brah, we just here to have a good time. Any of that particular dipshit's fold, y'all done buried your dead Nazi? Can we be done, or are y'all going to Alex Jones on about him? That's all I'm going to ask on that one. There's still plenty of shit to insult in the new administration, currently being the fact that, freedom of speech, folks, clearly don't give two tiddly fucks about freedom of speech. They care about their freedom of speech. Because, y'all, I swear, they quoted it. They get it. They just don't understand that it's okay to make fun of politics. It's not okay to make fun of somebody for something they can't control. They fought so hard to be able to say the R slur that now that they can, they don't understand why it's okay for me to say only good Nazi's a dead Nazi. They're idiots, folks. That's what I'm saying overall. They're idiots. Don't be an idiot. Learn how to read. Because literacy is the first step, my friends. Literacy is the very first step. Because they can delete the audio files of Mother Jones from the Smithsonian, They can delete Martin Luther King's speeches. They can delete these people's audio files. You know what they have a harder time getting rid of? Journal entries. Words of folks saying, hey, one time I met this sir and he spoke like this. It's hard to delete a person. It's easy to delete an audio log. Just like me, for example, if the, times get that bad, so bad they silence all the centers, and my voice gets taken off of here. Well, then I'd suggest find my old deleted Facebook. That Travis was a much angrier, much more radical Travis than the one you see before you now, but, mellow with age, work out where we can, and I deleted that Facebook ages ago because I realized that Facebook seems to be more of a political tool in order to stymie people's movement rather than foster growth. I've gotten a lot more done in subsequent years having left Facebook and started just walking around talking to folks, helping out where I can, than I ever got through on Facebook, and that was using it from the beginning all the way through. But hey, y'all, we ain't gonna judge you for what you do for fun, just saying. We gotta try to make a difference, because we're running out the clock here. And the fact that most of the Christians think they don't... Okay, that's unfair. That is very much unfair. I realize it's not even half of you. I hope it's not even half of you Christians thinking it's gonna be the rapture. Because for real, y'all, for real, that particular day is not coming. And it might be coinciding with this. It's one of the, I think it's an Israeli holiday or some big holidays coming up to honor a bunch of rabbis. And they're doing a big how you do about it. And y'all, I'm not here to knock that in any way. If you've got a tradition that's hundreds of years old, go ask any of the Hindi people. Yeah, you've got rituals that have really old things involved with them because you've been around a while. Let them have their fun. I'm just saying it's not the end of the world. It's just a ritual none of them, or none of us, have ever seen. Because the last time it was done was like over 100 years ago. I've already watched some of the Hassan video, I'll admit it. But when they talk about the trumpets blaring and the bowls of wrath being poured out upon the earth, one, that's Revelation. That's a bad acid trip without acid. That's basically a wormwood trip. But two, it's angels pouring out the bowls. Y'all, the Bible, if you get anything from it, it's very specific in its specificity. For it to be prophecy, it's got to be accurate. Not, it's going to rain today. It's going to rain 76 meters on this day and cause a flood causing this incident. If it's prophecy, it's accurate. If it's Holcomb, then it's all airy and you will conquer a great foe in your lifetime. You feel me? Either way, I don't mean to denigrate no religions, and the last thing I want is for people to think I'm shooting strays at that big mucky muck going on right now. I don't know which group is doing it. It might be the Muslims, it might be the Hebrew brothers, I don't know who's doing it, but it's like a big old how you do ritual they ain't done in like 100 years. And again, they're bringing out like ashes of the old prophets, and they're doing a big old thing. But hell, go talk to the Catholic Church. They got like the toe bones of dead saints from 100 years ago too. It's when a religion's been around long enough, they acquire a certain degree of stuff. You know? Think of your friend who's been collecting stuff for years. To you, that's an ultra rare, amazing thing. To them, oh yeah, I remember when I got that. That was a fun buy at a convention because I had like $5 extra to burn. Similarly, I'm just saying people see these big elaborate rituals go on, and I'm not knocking the rituals because that's part of the fun of being in a religion is the fun little rituals, right? Because we humans all get these amazing brains, and our brains can do amazingly weird things. And religion's one of those things that should be a safe way to play with our brain. Should be being the key word there. Remember, just as many people got off heroin thanks to Jesus, well, just as many murdered their entire family because some ghostly form of Jesus told them to. I'm just saying, don't trust anyone putting their words in the mouth of God. Free advice that has served me well over the years. Run! Okay. Okay, we're safe. For the moment. Playing on hardcore keeps me on my edge a little, I guess. Do I have an axe? I do not have an axe. Do I have an axe available? Should have had an axe somewhere in here, I thought. Screw it. It's wasteful. We'll go ahead and make another axe. That didn't sound good. Where'd he go? Why can't I feed you? Oh, I guess I gotta tame him first. And I don't have any bones. That makes me sad. I don't want to just listen to the poor critter die. That's a mite depressing, that is. Maybe we can find some bones inside. Alice just misbehaved. I'm gonna go clean that up right quick, so give me just a second. Find those bones, feed that wolf, and then I'll go clean up after my giant dog who can't go to the door like she's supposed to. I got a bone. A bone might feed him something. Go try to give our friend a bone and a pork chop. Nothing. Oh, maybe mort flesh. You can feed mort flesh to animals like dogs, right? Should work for wolves, maybe. But I think the meat, either they have to be tamed by us, which seems most likely, or it has to be raw meat. Which I don't typically keep raw meat laying around. Let's try a bit of mort flesh. Let's see if he can eat that to bring his little health up. Nothing. Aww. And the other one's just Shifu snoring. My cute little baby. him sleeping hard. Alright. Nope, we did what we could for our little wild friends. Let's keep running around and gathering what we can. Ooh, pumpkins. Pumpkins are always fun. The other thing we're just trying to reach at the moment is the desert over there. And that's why we're getting ready to build this bad boy. But to do that, But to do that, we will need more copper blocks. And we'll need to get rid of some more of this dirt. So let's try to displace some dirt. While also making sure nothing gets us from behind like a creeper. Alright, while we're just hammering away at this for a bit. Nope, we ain't wasting granite like that though. I thought triangle was throw. Oh, just down. Down is drop. Makes sense. Alright. And now we've got enough space to put a little wee garden in. Let's torch it up some to make sure that it's, you know, bright enough to ideally keep most mobs from spawning, and if they do spawn, that way we can see them coming. Now for the, you want in here, little guy? If I had more bones, I'd recruit him. Sadly, skeletons still fuck me up real bad. Alright. Keep it a copper. And because it does make a big difference, I'll say mildly surprisingly, but it does make a big difference using the stone cutter on the copper versus trying to make it yourself. And Sadly, it is now too dark to go play out there. We can, however. Okie dokie. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. That's a bad spot to stand. This is pretty much the safest spot to stand at the minute. Let's get that Hassan video running. We'll comment as we go through that. And we'll give it a short break. Let me take the dogs out. Let me go ahead and straighten up my area outside a bit. And then we'll do Skyrim. Yeah, if you see Reagan after you've died, bad news, friends. You're not in heaven. You're in the bad place. That sounds like a warning sign. If a loved one told me their next birthday would be a heavenly one, I would be looking to get them some help.
That was the next few days hold, you know. We're thinking about that 3 days of darkness and sure, I'll keep it.
So doesn't that mean tomorrow's a day of darkness?
On September 24th of this year, so 1 week from today, do not believe anything that you see or hear.
On Lib Talk, they're also predicting something bad is going to happen on September 24th. The same day Christian Talk is predicting the rapture. Wait, isn't that Rosh Hashanah, by the way?
Rosh
What is
Hashanah.
going on? Is that what it is? Is that what's going on? They just saw, like, I saw a Jewish name on my calendar. Oh, no, sorry. September 24th is 1 day after. That's the second day of Rosh Hashanah. I saw a Jew name on my calendar. Don't know how it got there. Obviously, it's Jesus Christ telling me. It's Jesus Christ's way of telling me, one of his most loyal servants, that is happening. I don't know. It sounded like a foreign name.
Also, just the raw hubris. Y'all, if you really got a main line to Jesus, find and cast an actual miracle. Make a fucking disease or a pandemic or something terrible disappear. And don't give me the free will nonsense, because if free will's all it takes to stop something, friends, we wouldn't be in the situation we're in. All the thoughts and prayers would have stopped the school shootings.
Yo, what if your most hated coworker gets sucked up into heaven, and she's getting sucked up into heaven, she's like, I told you, Kendra, you need to find God in your heart, bitch. That's why I'm going into heaven, and my dog is too. See? My dog's going to heaven, but you're not.
Talking about anything startling, shocking, extraordinary, anything that you might consider remarkable, memorable. Why do I say this? Because one of my sources sent me an encrypted message tonight. And usually I get like a paragraph.
One of your sources? Dude, Lebanon exists is crazy. Not like the country. Lebanon. Lebanon, you know? I mean, this is... One of my sources left me some breadcrumbs about something
ceremony. They're going to have 100 rabbis blowing 100 horns to celebrate.
This is what I was telling you about. It's not the matter of who is blowing the trumpets. It's angels who blow the trumpets, supposedly.
Leading back all the way to Esther, which reminds me of something. Project Esther. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to my profile.
Wait, the libs are like based anti-Israel now? What's going on? What's happening? Or not based? I don't know. I only heard Project Esther. I don't know what she said beforehand. Are they the good kind of base or the bad kind of base? Like the Groiper kind? Not base? Because Project Esther is Project 2025's component, like the same thing that they're doing to silence dissent and attack free speech by using the pro-Israel advocacy network and anti-Semitism allegations to silence any sort of criticism of the state, like opening up the floodgates of First Amendment being eroded. Rewind the. I'm not a go-back person, but rewind the vid. What did she say? I was washing my hands.
Find interesting, and I don't know if this has any connection to it, is the 24th is also the same day that Israel is going to internationally broadcast their trumpet ceremony. They're going to have 100 rabbis blowing 100 horns to celebrate, all the red heifers that they've burned. And apparently they're going to have all of the ashes leading back all the way to Esther.
Wait, no, she's not. She's not a lib. I mean, she's a crazy person for. No, she's doing the. This is not lib talk, chatters. This is literally also rapture shit. No, she's literally saying like this is the end time prophecy. This is the whole reason why the schizos over on the evangelical Zionist side, evangelical Christian Zionist side, like believe it. These are the events that need to take place for the rapture to be triggered. She's just describing.
Okay, see, every time I put down the torches, it's sort of like
I don't think she's a liberal at all.
it's a ritual. I put down the torches and suddenly, oh, the gravel disappears after about 3.
What she's describing is what is what the red heifer guys believe in Israel. Like, oh, they found the perfect cow, the perfect red heifer that has not a single blemish, and then they burn it, and then it's the Jewish version of the not rapture, but like the Messiah comes back, right? But then the Christians think that that's when the rapture is triggered.
Which reminds me of something. Project Esther. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to my profile. I have a whole video. Actually, I have 2. And they say Project Esther, where I explain what it is and what it's all about. Basically, you better fall into alignment, not be anti-Semitic, and, if you are, you're going to lose certain privileges, like access to the market, access to,
That is again misinterpreting freaking religion. It was if you don't take the mark of the beast, meaning if you don't conform to whatever the government is. And at the time they were talking about a literal mark or blemish, chat, not like a card or... That's the thing that Christian talk annoys about me a little bit, or annoys me about it a little bit, not having ever officially been on it. Y'all, the religious texts are like very specific and very... No, the donkey's gonna talk to you. No, the snake is going to talk to you. Like I'm talking to you now. It's why I lambast religion a lot, because it's... Y'all, they're fine folk tales, like when Coyote and the wise elder traveled through the lands. They're fine folk tales, and they do teach stories in the folk tales. But y'all, it's when you try to find prophecy, the thing that makes prophecy prophecy is that it is exactly as the long dead person predicted. The reason I don't like Nostradamus, and the reason I think it's fallen out of fucking fashion a lot recently, is because he just ran out of prophecies. I mean, the last one that they constantly claim Nostradamus got right was the 9/11 happening with the twin brothers falling, and y'all, those were 2 buildings falling. well, they were twins because they were put up at the same. It was the twin. Come on, man. No, man. If it's prophecy, it'll be accurate. You want to know a prophecy to me? Check out Good Omens. If you could find me someone that's writing prophecies like that, then we'll talk about prophecy and religion, okay? But as far as the day will be a harsh day, and there will be wars and rumors of war, and there will be strife throughout the land. Yeah, welcome to Tuesday. Yeah, strife, rumors of war, difficult time. Yep, peopling. People suck. I mean, it would be an easier time of, okay, cool story, bro. Now, when was the last time there wasn't, like, war and nonsense going on? Well, when Jesus was... That's a lie. That's a downright lie. If anything, there was more back then. Until recently, I would say that we were living in one of the best times to be alive, just because we do derive ourselves to a higher standard. It's not just Grand Poobah saw it and saw it happen, it's, oh, I got a recording of it. And by the way, y'all, I find it weird. I find it real weird, and I'm sure somebody's already done a video with actual math on it by now. But it's like, how is it that... Okay. We got cameras that fit in our pockets, and now anytime something miraculous happens, you can grab your camera, videotape it, take a picture of it, take a blurry snapshot, but something. UFO sightings, all of these things go down. They just immediately stop. Now that sorry, Chip making a fighting chance for the exit. But now that AI exists, and I can be like, hey, dumbass AI machine, make me dumb, garbly, stolen artwork picture of a UFO. Suddenly, doo-doo-doo, angels and demons and ghosts, and yes, even the rapture is back. Y'all, take away these abilities, take away their ability to make fantasy out of absolutely nothing, and a lot of this nonsensical crack pottery will go away. It's kind of why I'm not for AI art. I'm for the idea of teaching people artwork. Like, to be clear, the reason I donate coloring book pages, and the reason I'm always going to donate books to the library, and I try to help, I like artists. I even like artists I don't really get along with or agree with. But as long as you're putting the pen to paper, you're putting the parchment in the... I'm trying to think of the graphite. As long as you're the one doing it, hell, brother, I'm proud of you. Keep up the work. I mean, I'd rather you not do, like, racist or bigoted or stupid shit with your art. But even then, fuck, at least you did it. It's a sad world we live in, but with AI art generation and people daring to call themselves AI artists... Now, to be clear, and to, like, get into the weeds with it as we do, if you're an artist who uses AI because you've been writing songs for 5 years and fuck all, now you've hit that dreaded, horrid artist block, and so you use AI to get the juices cracked up a bit and flowing, that's fine. I'm not saying you're bad. But if you're one of these air-quote artists who, no, I just type in AI, write me a song about kobolds. I want a song about kobolds, and I want a song about kobolds drinking beer. Yeah, write that. And it just vomits up the most repetitive, barely D&D coded shit that it can. You say, okay, now AI, generate me a beat. Make it happier. Make it happier. There you go. Okay, AI, put it together with a music. That's not art, dude. No. Bad. Bad, bad. Bad on bad on bad. Because each step of that you took wasted resources that people need. Clean drinking water that will no longer be there. Good shit that people needed that's gone. And you could have easily done all of that yourself without the need of AI. That's my biggest problem with AI. Is it feels like its selling points are very lied about. People just outright lie about what it's capable of doing. And people's belief in it is just so fucking... They're letting it fucking give their children therapy. For the record, I may joke around about being a internet therapist, but I'm not, and I would never, like, try to therapize y'all, or whatever the term is. It's like, if I can help give you advice as an older person, I will, but I would never be, yes, do this and you will definitely do better. Do. Oh, what got me? The hell got me? Something got me. Ah, Skelly. I see you, Skelly. Ah, oh shit, more Skellies. How many Skellies is there? Skelly on Skelly violence is about to occur, I think. Skelly on Skelly violence. Why must the pales always fight each other? Why can't they just get along? On the bright side, where's that wounded wolf at? Make me a friend now. I didn't know where my wolf friend went. Hey, tradesman. Nope. Yep, I agree, man. I hear him. The zombies with shovels. The game's making its attack. But yeah, just quiet days, and I'm happy for them. Seems like the dickless mob has moved on since, you know, they got me fired, y'all. Oh no. Yeah, that's about all they managed to achieve, and I think they've basically fucked off since then, which is good, because that means we can get back to the task at hand. Building fun stuff, and eventually working out how I'm going to get my charity work doing more. Because I still need to catch that Parks and Rec place while they're open. So like I said, dredging the creek seems like something I could easily do by hand. It could come in handy, not really great, but, you know, as a temporary solution for potholes and edgy stuff. You know, just pointing along the edge of the road where the cars frequently go off-roading just a little bit at. Well, I could take that pond goo and just pour it in there and basically fill in those holes. Again, it's a temporary fix because water breakdown, it's mostly just clay, but temp fix is better than no fix. Like I said, just do what you can around you, you know? I'm not about just being that loudmouth on the internet. I'm about trying to get y'all to make a difference where you can. Because it's just us, y'all. Nobody's coming to save us. Just us. So we gotta do what we can, everybody involved. I'm about to get attacked by phantoms if I'm not quick like a bunny. Huh. I would have thought the phantoms would have already been coming in just because, you know, I haven't slept on this server yet. Server, world, seed, whatever. Normally phantoms, those weird little stingrays of the sky, are attacking me by now. Did they finally get rid of them? I would be so happy if they got rid of them. I'm not gonna, like, put a mod on or nothing to get rid of them, but dang, I don't care for them. Oh. Come on in. Bruh, come in if you're coming in. We'll finish up a little bit of the granite building, I think. Do you come in? Okay, fine. Fine. Welcome. I need picks and I don't need my hoe. Need sticks for picks, but I don't need a hoe. Need a shovel eventually. Hello, dear viewer. I hope you're doing well this morning. We was just going down to work on the Red Wing for a bit. Because I need background noise more than just the clicks. There we go. There we are.
There's only so much I can say. See the map?
As an empath, I'm exhausted over all of this. This is awesome. Man, are Christians okay? Bro, I'm telling you right now, I think America and Israel are so deeply, so mentally ill. Like,
Hot take, but I agree with Hassan on this, hands down.
we need to be in like a walled garden style situation with our internet, and all of our nukes must immediately be dismantled. All of our weapons must be like dismantled and substituted for like water guns or something. And then we can just like play pretend and make believe, because we are not cut out for modern society. It is very clear that we are a powder keg. Both of our countries, both of our respective countries, are fascist powder kegs that are only going to be worse for the rest of the planet. Okay? Yeah, I used to say, oh my God, you're right. Both of us are Britain's greatest mistake. I used to say that we need to do a Florida project, but honestly, low key, it's not a Florida project. It's an America project, dude.
Paying attention to all of the accounts that are claiming a rapture is going to happen on the 23rd of this month. I want everyone to look at them, to screenshot them, to save these videos, download them to your phone. Make sure you have all of this stuff. The reason why is because all of these people who are claiming that the rapture is going to happen on the 23rd, they are going to be revealing themselves to be false prophets, false teachers.
Wait. Well, I thought he was going to be like, oh, these guys are all stupid. Like, you can make fun of them. No, it turns out they're actually agents of Satan. So even the guy with the Christian cross t-shirt, okay, the tactical Christian cross t-shirt, even he has something to say, and it's not even like saying.
Deceitful workers, these people who are claiming this are lying to you, and I want to make sure that because they're lying to you.
Also hot take, but since no one's here anyway. I just honestly, I'm kind of disappointed in most of the Christian gun owners, because me myself personally, back when I was a Christian, one of the things that I held down hard on was you couldn't fuck with me because I was one of God's anointed. I mean, I did all the commandments that I could follow out the Bible, all the legal commandments, and I followed by the word fiercely, constantly looking and treating God as a friend, loving my neighbor and my Lord. I was the best Christian I could be, in my opinion. Now, either way though, it was still just, I never wanted to have a gun because why would I need one? The most powerful force in the world had my back. why did I need an Armalite rifle if fucking the force that created the components in the Armalite rifle had my back? But again, it's just, I think most Christians wear Christ as a costume, personally. Again, hot take, y'all. You can feel free to disagree. But I feel most Christians wear Christ as a costume. You want to follow by the real, badass, extremist Christ, the one that I would get along with if he were real, yeah, then you're gonna be Poe. Because Poe-ness is godliness. You have only what you require to survive. Because everything of this world is of Satan. So you should want nothing, none of the comfort items to do with the world. Not even the ones concerning God, because those are a false God. Your God is the one that you worship. That little voice in your head tells you to do the right thing. But again, you can't make bank on that, y'all. You can't. Y'all, I found that most of the religious nutters out there, the main thing they want their dick wet, and it's disgusting and sad. Alright, not to be crude about it, but it's like, most of them, look at what they teach. Oh, well, God teaches that we should be very celibate, except for me. Me, I get multiple wives. Well, God wants us to be very, very attuned to just what we require, and then everything else forgo. Well, except for me. Me, I need a new jet, because God doesn't want me to ride with the unwashed. It's like, y'all, is it just because they don't Death Note out there and, like, clutch their chest and fall over? Because I hate to tell you this, but God doesn't do that at all. God's almost like that imaginary force that as long as you don't force it, you can say it's in everything, because it's, you know, finicky and flaky. Like I said, y'all, just hold God to the standard that he says he'll be held to, and you won't last long as a Christian. Because again, as a Christian, you should not worry about the food you will eat. Because do the birds of the field worry about the feather, or worry about what they must gather? No, and I provide for them the least amongst you. Why would I not provide for you? My favor. This is from the Bible. I could, like, it's one of the New Testament bits, but still, it's, y'all, it's right there. But still, who's the richest fucks in the world that you'll find? Christians, ideally priests and preachers. It's like,
Meanwhile, the Republican Party's like, that guy is my guy. I'm gonna do everything he wants. Okay? Has your
but hell, y'all, I'm only here to help change your mind. I'm not here to, like, I'm here to show you that the new paths exist. I'm not here to say, this is the path, right here, this one, take this path. That's not what I'm here for, y'all. I'm just here to let you know when someone tells you there is only one way, are they also selling you on what the one way is? Because if they are, that's called a scam. I try to give you, like, hey, if you agree with me that this is bullshit, do this and it'll change. If you really want it to change, then, you know, direct action, do something wild. But, again, I'm not... When I say direct action, do something wild, I stand hard on the we do nonviolence. Because so far, y'all, the left hasn't done violence yet. Well, out of the 200 plus shooters of the past year, one of them or two of them have been accused lefty. So far, none of them have been proven lefty, but they've all been accused lefty. I mean, every time a place gets shot up, they try to blame the left. Even though every single time it ends up being a right-wing nut job from the internet who got weaponized and radicalized by, honestly, people that I still don't understand how the fuck they get people weaponized and radicalized. Because honestly, I watch their videos sometimes. Admittedly, I watch them through the veil of someone else because, ew. Y'all, for that one, we gotta fix the internet. That's a we need to fix the internet problem. Then I can be like, hey, go check out the Tank Brothers on their own merit. But the problem is, if I tell you, go check out this Andrew Tate video to see what wild, stupid shit he said, You click on that, uh-oh, oopsie poops, now you've got a shit ton of Manosphere content coming at you. And it's going to be hard to get off of it, because the more you say dislike, move on, comment by trying to correct them, the more the algorithm goes, yum yum, they really like that content. And I realize a lot of right-wingers get stuck in like me and Hassan and people like us because of this same thing. For example, when old dipshit had his fucking brigaders come after me and all that, I'm only right now getting back to the numbers that I like and that I'm used to, y'all. I'm only right now getting back to the real community. Y'all that watch me in the future and, you know, comment and bring me fun shit IRL. I'm only right now getting back to you guys, because one fucking chud and his unwashed fucking disgusting militia came after me. And it's taken, what, a week? And I know if he comes back and his idiots come back, it'll be like another 2-3 weeks that I'm just, hey, how's it going? Fuck you, you commie! Oh, you're new here, aren't you? Hey, bud, it'll be okay, calm down, you're a little lost. I try not to be mean, but at the same time, it's like, y'all, I am human too. I also get frustrated. What? Oh, honey, this is just sad. Like these Rapture trip tips. Oh my god. Oh wow, Christian TikTok's unhinged, y'all. I'm worried about them now. Like, seriously, jokes aside, I'm kind of concerned. These are things that, if not jokes, should be taken very seriously. If I get raptured, I'm just gonna do some Left Behind shit and leave my clothes in a funny pile. I mean, y'all, the rapture's not coming. I don't know how to tell y'all this. As a 30-something, I've lived through 3 of these nonsensical things. Please don't post about it. If you believe in it, I'm not saying don't have your moment. Have fun. But, like, don't go spend all your money on lottery tickets. Don't go... Well, I don't know. That one might work out if you've got that much disposable stuff. Never mind. Have a blast. Go give away all your stuff to the poor and the needy. But, you know, make sure to give yourself a safety net. I'm just saying, y'all, I'm worried about them. Like, real talk, I'm worried about them. Crap. Wave on a sign. How do I exit? I accidentally hit a button. There we go. I had a button on the directional pad. We be cooked as a country, y'all. As a note, as a screensaver on your... Honey! Honey! It's sweet that you think it's gonna be that big a thing, but come on now. Just go have your fun day. I'm not even saying... I'm not even being mean anymore. Just, they need to have a fun day, I think. Bunch of naked people floating in the sky, Hassan. Keep up. We've all seen the movie. Yep. Which...
fucked up into heaven, you need to, as soon as you feel the rapture happening, you need to give it a couple tugs. You need to give it a couple tugs. Or else when you get up there to the fucking pearly gates, everyone's gonna look at you and be like, damn, dog. You immediately go, spit in your hand and start giving it a couple quick tugs. It's okay, you're
Yeah, that, now I see why Hassan gets more death threats than me. This is hilarious.
rapture. Oh no,
If you're getting raptured, give it a few tugs so you're not shriveled.
way up there, you know?
I wasn't even gonna go there, y'all. Damn.
Always keep a pocket blue chew
That was.
where the rapture might happen.
Always keep a cut pocket blue chew.
While you're up there, you just fucking rock.
I would think if you were being raptured, your dick would be the least of your concern.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Brother, you go in
It's
the
good to
opposite
laugh.
direction of
We need to laugh in these very cooked times we're in.
have it suck my dick.
Like I said, if it were like 5 or 6 people, new evangelicals, whatever, new recruits to the Christian faith, if it were a few of them doing it, I wouldn't even yuck their yum. I wouldn't even say nothing. But there's enough of Christian TikTok going off that, like, creators I know don't talk about shit been talking about it. So it's like, the old Baptist and Lutheran in me that died long ago got resurrected. And now it, y'all, let me talk to y'all about false prophets. I've often been afraid that I would be a false prophet. I decided to ixnay all that shit by never being prophetic. But I will tell you, y'all, anyone putting their words in the mouth of God, avoid them. They are going to be trouble for you. And again, y'all, hot tip for Rapture Day. Don't give away anything you'd regret not having tomorrow. Just in case. Just in case. You know? Let's operate as if we know what's going to happen is going to happen, because we all know what's going to happen. And I need to make sticks to make torches to make space.
With respect to how much her desires are realized by those in positions of power, I need you to understand her worth.
Okay, one more round of sticks.
How much outsized
Now,
representation she gets and how much her
down to the red room.
schizophrenic hallucinations dictate American policy. She is worth 100,000 Hasanabi heads. Okay? Think about that. Just saying. Think about that.
Rapture trip tip number 2. It's a tough one to be in. You don't want to tell people you're going. Because
I'm assuming if you get raptured, there's not going to be any need to tell Bob, or you're just going to be floating the fuck away.
know what happens.
How do I tell you this? I'm getting raptured and you're not. No, push him out the door, help him out. He's stuck on the ceiling. Poor fella, God raptured him in the middle of the workday.
Don't take the mark of the beast. Rapture trip tips. I recommend you go
Mark of the
outside a couple
beast.
more
Good
times
crap.
to wear
You're not going to get to keep your underwear. You're not going to get to keep... Well, then again, I don't know. That one I'm strictly going from Left Behind rules. You might get to keep your clothes.
Harpazo with the clothes, but then they fly back down. Is harpazo when you get like sucked up into the air? Is that what it is?
Oh.
From headband. Left behind the rapture.
Okay, just saying, if you get raptured and then your clothes come falling down, are you getting raptured or are you getting eaten? Because when I eat shrimp, the shells come falling down too.
Hell for you, lady. Your husband was a true believer of sound faith.
I just feel bad is all. I just feel bad for these people because there's going to be a number of real good, sweet idiots that get taken advantage of. And y'all, when I say idiot, I don't always... I'm not saying idiot, so be mean to them. I'm saying idiot because they're either hurting me or themselves, but they're doing it completely unintentionally.
Why do they get the vibes that they're fucking? That's probably why they didn't get raptured. Harpazoed. Okay? That's probably why they didn't get
Also, y'all, I think my prosthetic is kind of messing up, so when we do the live stream, don't make fun of my turtle face. I'm going to be doing my best not to look like Mitch McConnell, but I might look like Mitch McConnell. Please be nice, because that's one thing that I am genuinely a little bit soft about, y'all. That little bit, you know.
right? And then, like, all the people that are left behind are just gonna be, like, fucking bunch of people. All of this stuff
That
makes no
brings
sense.
to question some, like, big things there. Because, yeah, Hassan, in case you didn't hear him, what if you're on, like, a plane and your pilot's a devout Christian and they get raptured? But, friend, in your devotion and your willingness to be a pilot, though, you just murdered, like, what's a good number for a plane now? 37? 100? You just murdered, like, 37 people by not being there. Because you knew better. So, wouldn't that, like, good omens effect be, you know, you get to go because you're Christian, then immediately you don't get to go because you were a pilot and those people died because you got raptured. Oops. Like I said, it's why people hate lawyers, but I kind of dig lawyers because I respect them and their game. They're the one. It's like the rule keepers in Magic. Frustrating at times, yes, but at least they keep us in rule. I'm sorry, I've seen 3 of these Rapture events. 2012, I saw all of my friends and neighbors go nutso and buy a shit. Watch King of the Hill. Watch King of the Hill's Millennium episode and you'll get it. Because they weren't, a little bit of it was lambasted, but not a lot. I did have neighbors that came out on 2000 in gas masks and their underwear looking like frickin' Walter White. But nothing happened. Yeah, no shit. I hate to tell you all this, but when tragedies, when horrible, horrible things happen, we don't get a memo first. That's usually why they're so tragic. Because, I hate to tell you all this, but, and not to get too personal on bad items, but if Al-Qaeda had sent out a memo, nobody would have been on the planes. If America had dropped pamphlets before dropping the bombs, Japan would have been in their bunkers. If people don't give warning before horror. They just do the horrible thing. And then later on they write, but we did this and this and this to prevent it because we're not horrible monsters. We just did a horribly monstrous thing. Oops. Oops gets brought up a lot. Oops is a lot. But yeah, it's just, people are people, y'all. And I'm kind of begging for, like, on the 28th, or the 29th, or the 30th, when our, hopefully not majority, hopefully it's not the majority of Christians, hopefully it's a very small sect, but when this small sect of Christians comes back to reality, let's be nice. I mean, keep this information for the next crazy thing they do, but let's be nice and not hold it against them. Let's be like, so Barb, you said some shit the other day before you thought you were going to get raptured. I kind of feel like we're owed an apology, and then we're just going to move forward, okay? Because I'm sorry, but if you can't tell, the people that aren't going to have their lives totally ruined by what's about to happen with them, I find it hilarious. To the ones that are about to have their shit wrecked, y'all, I genuinely feel bad for them, because this isn't completely their fault. Religion is one of those weird-ass things in our country where I think the only way to really get it where it needs to be is for us to stop respecting it. For the record, I don't mean not to respect the religious people. Respect them. But, well, you shouldn't do that. Why? Well, fuck your Jesus. That's where we should be at with religion. The anarcho level of, nah, fuck that. If you don't want me to do something because, like, oh, don't do that. Why? Because there's a skin-eating bacteria in the water. Oh. Well, thank you for the heads up. Well, I don't want you to do that. Why not? Because it'll hurt your soul. Fuck you, it's my soul. I'm not, like I said, leave it at that level. Don't be mean, but be a little rude. Let them know that, well, thank you, Barb, but your religion ain't my life. And your God means absolutely nothing to me. You mean something to me. Your God means nothing. You know? Like I said, it's hard to use rudeness accurately because so many people take it a little too far. And I don't want you to be mean to each other, but at the same time, it's the reason these people are going to ruin their lives on the 28th the reason these people are going to ruin their lives is because people have told them for years this nonsense is real, and nobody could get through that wall because the minute, no it's not, well they're just a hater. I'm not hating on you. I'm hating on your religion because it's fucking stupid. I'm not hating on you though. Because you as a person, you're unique. You're important. You matter. Your religion, it's old. And it's ugly. And it's gaudy. And it's been used to do unspeakable things. Things that if I talk about on here, well, I can talk about them on YouTube. I could not talk about them on Twitch. And I can only talk about them on YouTube for now. You know what I mean? It's like slavery, genocide. I mean, marital rape only became a thing in the 1940s because for the past 50, 80, 90 years that America existed, everyone just assumed, well, yeah, because if you marry him, you got to put out whenever he wants. And if you marry her, you got to put out whenever she wants. Gentlemen, it works in both ways. If your lady says go down, well, best get to going down, son. You're married, right? No. No means no, and you get to say no even if you're married. But that wasn't a thing because religion said it wasn't a thing. It's why I reserve my anger, my bitterness for the religion, not the people. And yeah, I'm sorry for the Christians catching so many strays. Your religion just happens to be one of the big ones that sticks itself in everything, so you catch a lot of strays. I'd share the same level of, like, smoke for the Sikhs, but Sikhism keeps to itself, seeks to make yourself stronger, not be boastful. Everyone eats out the same bowl, defend the defenseless. Yeah, there's some toxic shit in there, I'm sure, but they're not there every time I go try to see a rated R movie that might lambaste something they like. They're not there every time I say, hey, my gay friend should have a right to get married. And yet, maybe they don't have really open and loving LGBTQIA plus things. Maybe they do. That's the bonus of keeping to yourself with your religion. You don't catch a lot of them strays, and when you do, typically it's a racist giving you them strays because they had to find something specific. Like the cannibalistic Hindi group that still exists out in India, but when I say it's a small group, of a nation of over 100,000, it might be 10 people. So it's a small group, and when I say cannibalistic, I don't mean they're, going and snatching babies from beds. But a part of their funeral rituals and rites do involve eating contaminated parts of the human remains. Or, in the more modern sense, some of them smear the ashes of the dead, the cremated remains, on their face for the rituals. Again, very, very small set. But it's like, the reason they don't get a lot of heat is because they're not, you don't see them demanding to have their rights looked at and cherished right there next to the pagan Christian tree rights. That's part of it. If you're noisy about it, it comes. But then again, fuck do I know? I'm just a happy cook trying to spread freedom, and now I'm a full-time political speaker, doing what I can to make a difference wherever I can. And now that we've been going for about an hour, I'm going to finish this itty-bitty staircase right here, level it off here, and we will continue building the red room sometime tomorrow, and we're about to go do SKYRIM. Let me feed the animals, and like I said, we're going to open up, and I'm going to go through it one more time while we're doing SKYRIM. I guess if Goku isn't here, teardrop, sad face, I'll have to type it out myself, or put something up myself. But either way, we're going to do the workout after. We're going to call it the live stream penance, and we'll call it SKYRIM penance, Dovahkiin training. We'll figure out something catchy to name it afterwards if you want to catch the non-live. But I'll go over the workouts and all that again there. If you're real curious, revisit the first 5-10 minutes of this video. Let's throw in some granite stairs here, and we will be done for the moment.
Don't want someone's last impression of you to be
And I thank you very much, dear viewer. I do see you there, and even though you have been quiet, I very much appreciate you coming on out. You're the one keeping this thing going. I thank you, I thank you.
After the rapture pet care, dear fellow Christians, says the apostle, what? Bro, there's a whole industry designed around the rapture like this? There's motherfuckers out here that are like, what will happen to my pets once the rapture happens? And these guys are like, yeah, give us the money. I promise. We have the best.
See, this is what I'm talking about, people taking advantage of religious folks. Y'all, don't do that. If you're religious and you genuinely think you're going to be raptured, give me your address. I will burn that shit the day after it's over. But if you're genuinely worried your pet's going to, like, not get fed or something, give me your address. Assuming it happens, because I don't think it will, I will make sure to come by your house and either release your animal, adopt your animal, or at the very least feed your animal. Okay? No charge, because I guarantee you it ain't gonna happen. But if it does, drop your address in chat. Okay, never mind. Scratch that. I realize we're on the internet. Fuck that. Drop your info in chat, and if the rapture happens, I will hunt you down, okay? And I will take care of your pets for you, okay? Just drop your socials in chat that you want to share. Not your address. This is the internet. You will get harassed. Just, for real though, y'all. It's, let them have their fun, but keep an eye out for your neighbors, because they in trouble. I'm worried about them. They is a little cooked. As far as we're doing, though, I think this looks pretty nice. Not much of a red room, but we're getting there. And the staircase looks kind of niche. Let's see if we can make it one more go with them. Oh, I did do the math. I just didn't do the math that I thought. You know what? No, I didn't do the math right, but I got lucky. Sometimes you get lucky, y'all. It's okay to own when you get lucky. Just know that it's luck and that it will run out. Sorry, my Joel voice sounds more intimidating than I intend for it to. That was from the Last of Us game. It's called Luck, and it will run out. I like Joel. Okay. Ba-boom, ba-boom. Red room started. I thank y'all for coming out. As always, we appreciate y'all viewing and assuming it. Yay! Y'all be good now. See you later. And stay tuned. About 20 minutes, I'll be back for the SKYRIM play section before penance. We fuck around, then we find out. Alright, love y'all. Take care of each other. Endure and survive. Bye, y'all. Oh, and just for in the future, if you're watching in the future, bye, Goku.